Hi! Today we're talking about ABC games with household items. Your question is, what letter did you find? Okay, we have some special friends with us today. Miss O, who's your friend?
Today we have construction worker Junebug Jenkins.
And I had someone come with me. His name is Cowboy Johnny Boy Otis Rufus. Do we know any of the letters in those names?
Yeah, they joined us today because, as you heard, they have a lot of letters in their name. They took the day off today just to come visit with you.
Because they are essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we're talking about ABCs and what you can do around your house and outside to help your kids with ABCs. I'm giving Miss O my paper so that we can remember all the crazy things I wrote down.
Yeah.
But just so you know, the reason why it's important that your kids know the ABCs, I wonder if they can see us.
Yeah.
Is because most of us can't, because even though most of us can't remember when we didn't know our letters, so it sounds almost absurd to worry about how your kids are going to learn their letters. Yet the ABCs are the building blocks of language. In order to become literate, our children must be able to recognize each letter, both in order and out of order, as well as knowing the sounds connected with that letter. Once they are armed with this knowledge, then a child is well on the road to reading and literacy. So we are excited to show you a few games that we've come up with, and hopefully you will use them at home. So here we go.
All right. One game we have come up with is look in your pantry. So find some things in your pantry. Everything in there starts with some kind of letter. You could always give your child a letter. Like say you say the letter B. Find me something in the kitchen or the pantry that starts with the letter B.
Now the big thing is to remember is to show them the letter B because they may not know what a B looks like. Oh look, and Miss O, I even showed the B for bananas. Bananas. Oh, just like we are. That was not rehearsed at all. But we might take a tour in my pantry later so you guys can find some things that you can do. Another way to do letters, super easy. We all get these lovely ads every week. You could circle the letters, Miss O, do you know any letters up here?
Let's see. I'm going to actually go look through my cards and see if I can find one of those letters. Oh, look, I found a letter that I see in the name of the store at the top.
What letter is that, Miss O?
That's a Y. What's for yo-yo.
Oh, and yellow. So you could have your kids either cut out the letters and put them on a piece of paper. You could have your kids just circle the letters with a marker or a pen.
Don't forget that sleeve that they could just write the letter
Put it on in there and they can trace the letters. A fun activity because then they also can try to trace the fruit and food that we see in this ad. Miss O, I'm really hungry for strawberries.
Strawberries are good. I wonder what letter we could find that starts with. That sound is a sound. So it could be two different letters, but that particular fruit starts with the letter S for snake, saw, or strawberries.
Yum. So that's a few things. We also gave you all of the beautiful ABC cards. You have a double set. Miss O has one set. I have another. You could play a matching game. Now, we are going to suggest highly that you only use half of the deck because if you use it all, the kids are going to get very overwhelmed very quickly. And the letters you want to start with are the letters in your child's name, the letters in your names, or the letters in their siblings' names. That is the best way for them to learn their letters. So just so you guys have some easy tips with that. Something else we can do, Miss O, is if you have paper plates, you can put the letters on the paper plates. You can have the kids write them. You could, and then turn them upside down and play a matching game. Just a different way to do it. Another thing you can do with these letters, we're going to have our essential workers help us out today. Let's see. And then, oops. Oh no, we have to.
Oh no.
What letter fell down? So you could put 3 letters out.
Junebug wants to be able to see you guys.
Oh, Junebug wants to see. So anyway, Junebug. So you could put 3 letters out and you could say, you put them on the floor. You could put them outside and say, hop to the letter N. Skip to the letter N. Use a flashlight. Hide them around your house. And then I hid 4 letters around the house. Can you find them with your flashlight? A great nighttime activity when they're a little, crazy from being cooped up all day. So those are a few different ways you can use these letters, and there are many more that I'm sure that we haven't even thought of that we'll probably bring to you in another video.
Another idea is use a pillowcase or some type of opaque bag. Put some objects in there. Yeah, you could use your head, your hair. And put some objects in there that start with a letter and have them feel around in the bag. No peeking. And have them feel for what they feel in there. And, oh, what do you feel? And they could say, I feel a spoon. Oh, what letter or letters are in the word spoon?
I feel something bumpy. Oh, they're using descriptive words now.
Yeah.
I feel something bumpy, and it's a Lego. I don't know the letter, though. How could you help me figure that out?
We could put some letters down, and as you're still saying the word, and especially that first letter,
L.
L is Lego.
Use your toys. Use household items. Go out in the garage. If you have tools, use your tools. Not anything that's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
Go outside. Leaves, sticks,
rocks.
Wood, rocks. They love rocks. You also could easily have the kids write on rocks the letters of the alphabet. Just like we were mentioning at the beginning of our video, one of the higher level of reasoning is putting the alphabet in order, starting with A all the way to Z, putting them in that line. But once they do that, you say, oh, Miss O, hide your eyes. And I'm going to take away 3 letters and put the alphabet so there's no spaces. And they have to figure out which letters are missing. That is a very good way to know if they know Letter, Miss Tressa. It'll happen. The kids will do the same thing that I just did. Letter recognition. So just so you have that. Miss O, what else do we got? Hi, Mr. Zach.
We have, let's see.
Oh, can you spell your name with our letters?
Yes. So put all the letters out and ask them, all right, I want you to spell your name by pulling out the letters in your name. See if they can put them in order. If they don't put them in order, that's fine. At least they're recognizing the letters in their name.
Who can spell cowboy? Who can spell cowboy? Johnny Boy, Rufus, Otis, Otis Rufus. Yeah, I think it's Otis Rufus.
Construction worker, Junebug Jenkins. Who can spell any of those names?
Send us a picture. Yep. We want to see, because that's amazing, my friend. You did a great job. So, if you have magnet letters at home, using those magnet letters from your refrigerator, I have some actually right here. We know the stores are closed, so we are not asking that you go out and buy any, but if you happen to have some around, use your magnet letters. Again, use your letters like this. Do a letter a day. Can we find everything in our house that starts with the letter I? I'm looking across my living room. I see a picture frame that has the letter I in it because it has words on it. What can you find on a walk outside with letters? Again, just like I told you with the shapes, you could easily make a graph with just the letters in their name. Let's just go with the letters in their name. You could easily make a graph. And I would do uppercase and lowercase. Can they find these letters around your community? Or you could do the same thing with numbers. Same thing we do with shapes. Easy, simple. And make sure that they're putting tallies or check marking it, not you. So they can really take ownership, responsibility for that activity that they are doing, and it makes it so much more exciting.
Plus you're putting in other skills they need as far as pencil grip, being able to hold that pencil, being able to check those marks and put that check mark shape on there themselves. Another thing you can do is if you have some paintbrushes, Q-tips, go outside, use some water. If you have some paint, that's great. Some chalk. Have them draw letters on the ground. Have them write their name on the ground and tell you those letters. Use one end of the Q-tip as a wet end, and they can draw those letters. Flip the Q-tip over to the dry part and have them then trace those letters with the dry part.
Another thing, we gave you guys all paints. Use your paints on paper, of course. To do that, you could also put these out with the other paper we gave you, and you could have your child write the letters on the paper just for another higher level order. Again, these are lots of ideas. Not all on the same day, not all at the same time. It would be way too much for them and way too much for you. You guys would become super gray like us very quickly. At least me. Another thing, you have shaving cream. Put a little bit of shaving cream on aluminum foil and have them, and very little, have them trace the letters that you put out in front of them so that they have a different texture. Or go outside, do it in the dirt, do it in the sand. Have them make this letter C with their people, with their trucks, with their cars, whatever it may be. I got a picture last night of one of my friends who made their W with Legos. What can you use in your house to make letters in your name or letters around that you see?
Cheez-Its, pudding.
Before they have a snack.
Yep. Maybe some Jell-O, like before it sets. Well, in between that set and non-set stage where it's still kind of squishy.
Oh, that actually is a good idea. It's good fine motor too.
Whipped cream if you have it. I don't know. I know we're all buying like some crazy stuff at the store we probably don't need, but why not have it in the house anyways? Ice cream, because then when they're done, guess what? You get a good little treat. And then wash hands when you're done.
Yep, wash those hands. Make sure you watch our hand washing videos so you know, and try that experiment with your kids. And then other things we have on here. What do we got, Miss? Oh, we had one for higher level kids. You put some letters out and you pound the letter. Like, I know this letter and I'm going to hit it and I'm going to say the sound at the same time. Or if you have a play hammer, you know, they can do the same thing. Again, outside would be a good place to do these things. You pound it and say, ah. A good, if you're wanting to do phonics with your kids on top of that, my kids and I sing ABC Phonics by Ann Jenkins. You can look it up on YouTube. There are lots of ABC songs on there.